Good morning, tubers. Right, I'm on a bit of a different job today. I'm just taking up this floor just to find out why, if you look here, the thin gap there, and how it just falls away here. So it looks like the floor's been repaired at some point, but look at this. That's that. So all this has dropped. There's been, and look at all the shit in here. So this is why you're getting damp up through the ground as well. This should be clear. That is actually clear, that under that white powder you can see there. That's actually just ground soil. So we need to put a new sleeper wall in here to hold these timbers. These ones are naff, but these ones have been put into replace at some point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the crap out of here. I can get rid of this. I mean, I can't. That's not even attached to anything. Look, that's ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is get that out, get this out, see what state these timbers are in, and get all the rubbish out of there. So here we go. So forget the shit what's in there. We know that's not right. Here's the old timber. Here's the new one. Nothing under it. Is that a mistake? Here's the old timber. Oh look, rotten away, not sat on anything. There's a DPC there, bitumen DPC I think that is. And then this here is exactly the same as this. It's just had a little piece cut on and stuck there. You can see there's the original, and that's a little piece put on. So I think I'm going to have to get that out as well, which means me taking up these few bits here. And we'll investigate that. I'm going to have to get rid of all these crappy bits because it's no good whatsoever. Right, now I'm all clear. Just need to sweep up a bit more dirt. What I see, I've got a batten here and I've put a couple of pegs on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it there. I'm going to clamp it to there at the height I require it. This is going to form my shuttering for the concrete. I'll do the same at that end. Get rid of that brick that's just holding it for now. And what I'll do is I'll clamp that there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to concrete straight onto that, because that's solid. That's been there for however long the house has been. But I'm going to do the concrete from the bottom of there to this brick. Saves me digging out. The concrete's going to sit. That's actually concrete. That's the original concrete footings for the house. So yeah, I'm going to get this clamped up level to the top of there, and then we'll carry on. So what I'm going to do to get this floor level now, you can see here, look, you can't see actually, let me move that cable, so you can see how out of level that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a jack under there and start to jack it up. Van jack. Gotta get that, actually it's not going to fit under there, so let's just go there a bit. What I'm going to do is just turn the cog there and lift the floor up to the correct level. Right, I've got it. Bloody hell. There we go. Maybe a cat's cock there. Maybe just one more turn. But that's looking the part now. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It's all touching. That's good. Right, now I need to get that temporarily supported. Then I can get some concrete in and go from there. I just want to point out, if you've got builders who leave all the shit under the floor in 1 second, that just draws moisture up and causes the problems you've got. Look at the state of that brick. That was just sat under there with all the shit and dust. There's 2 gorilla buckets there, look. That's from just under that little bit of floor. What effort would it have been just to take it out in the first place? So if you've got that under your floor, that's just drawing moisture up and up and up, and you'll end up in a world of pain. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Any builder's worth the salt will know to clear the rubbish. Those who are in for a quick job, don't want to hire a skip, blah blah blah, I'm just going to dump it under your floor. Be warned. Right on, I've run a DPC up there, just for shits and giggles. I've overlapped that on there. The concrete's going to get poured onto this now. all the way along. I did that there because obviously if this was a concrete floor you'd insulate it, wouldn't you, and all the rest of it, but I have got a bit of 25mm which I'm going to stick across there. Not that it's going to do a great deal, but if it's there I may as well. That's what I hope. I've got enough concrete now to go in here, because the big bag I had outside, it seems like people have been using it, so there's not an awful lot left. Right, see how far we get. Right, I've got the concrete in. So you can see there, I've got the shutter in. That's just holding it in place. Don't have to do anything fantastic, because we're going to be building our sleeper off here, which ain't going to be too great. I've ran the DPC up there, you can see it runs round, Now I've just sat them there, just to hold this in place, because it gets some draft through from the other side, and it's absolutely appalling. But it's going to be getting rid of this door, and I've suggested we rebuild that when it comes to it. So I'm toying with the idea of, once this is all gone, is actually just laying, so we've got some of these spare commons, so I'm toying with the idea of just laying some of them across there. It'll help hold this back, and yeah, go from there. So that needs to go off now, so there's not a lot more I can do. So yeah, see you at the next part. Right on, all this has gone well off now, so you can see here I've put them in, and I've just rolled up DPC just to act as a bit of a pack away. It's a bit shy. This is solid now, it don't move. It's great. So what I'm going to do is get my coax bolts through, so you can see I've got one there. I've got my, oh shit, I said I've got my socket set. I'm going to get that on there, like that. Get my wrench. Oh, you notice I've put a washer on there as well, so it doesn't. There we go. But you see, so this end here is sat on this brick, yeah, and then all you've got from there to here is being fixed, but that timber there goes to about here. I've got the holes drilled. I'm going to slot some more M10 bolts through, do all these, and I'm actually putting, I've got some coach bolts as well, which, where are they? So there's the washers. Alright, so got some more of these coach bolts here, and there's me M10s to put through, and the nuts as well. So I'll get them in, and we'll see what it's like at the end of that. Right, if you need to cut these bolts down, wind the nut on first. Alright, then when you come to cut it back, so let's just do this, let's just cut that end off there, see? Let's get this off. Right, so now you've done that. Oh shit, that's hot. Get your ratchet on. And you can just unscrew the nut back off then. And that'll re-thread it for you. There we go. So I'm doing them alternate. So you see, one I've done there, I've threaded it through from that side. So this next bolt I'm going to slot in from to the side. Put these bad boys on. Then when it tightens up, it's not going to pull through the... Wow. Yeah, so from my understanding, whatever you've got there, where it joins, if you go double past, which I think I'm like at 850 or something like that, under 800, 850, whatever. But so yeah, I've got the bricks under there. There's no point in building a full honeycomb wall. Just do that. There was no air bricks along there, by the way, before anybody says anything. Yeah. Right, I think I've got one more to put in, and then that'll be that.